after a series of action dramas featuring rowdies, we seem to be in for a series of comedies featuring rowdies. We recently saw Nanum Rowdythan. Now we have director Sam Anton's Enakku Innoru Irukku. The film revolves around the power games in Royapuram, where the godfather is called Naina. G.V. Prakash Kumar, sporting a beard that seems to weigh almost as much as he does, plays Johnny, a young man with a phobia that makes him freeze at the sight of blood. Not just the blood dripping from a sickle that just carved up a man, but also the blood on his mother's finger after a cut while slicing vegetables. Throughout the film, we are asked to snicker and ponder this question: can you see this man as a rowdy, let alone a candidate for the godfather, lording over all the rowdies in Royapuram? As such, we are not meant to care about the plot, otherwise we start asking questions like, why does Johnny at first decide to become a priest of all things? And just like that, when he sets eyes on Hema, who's played by Anandi, he gives up the idea. Why? We are not meant to care about the characters either, or tone. We are in a comedy, at least we are meant to be in a comedy, and yet we get this very intense scene of a man hacked to death.
Enakku Innoru Irukku.
But the audience around me didn't seem to care. They were mostly very young people who made me think, shouldn't you be getting ragged in your first year at college or something? They roared at the jokes. Here's a sample joke. Johnny calls married women post-paid and sighs in relief when he discovers Hema's unmarried, that is prepaid. G.V. Prakash Kumar's reuse of his Virgin Pasanga line from Trisha Alana Nayanthara brought the roof down. To be fair, many gags work. I'm always partial to jokes about cuckolded husbands, and the director has clever ideas. He positions the search for the new godfather as a reality game show. Ungalil Yaar Adutha Naina. Yogi Babu is the MC and he's a riot. Karunas and VTV Ganesh are also in good form. But the strange thing about the film is the nostalgia aspect, with nods to, of all people, MGR, Chandrababu and of course Ilayaraja. When Johnny is dumped, we get the background score from Apurva Sahodarargal. And when a patriarch is assumed dead, we get a stretch of Vanam Thottu Pona from Devar Magan. Someone should tell Shruti Hassan that her generation still seems to prefer Kamal Hassan.
Shaktiman காப்பாத்துவார் மாடியில இருந்து குதிச்சவனும் வெள்ள ஃபிகரை நம்பி காதல குதிச்சவனும் பொழைச்சதா சரித்திரமே இல்ல.
And on to the next release, which I must confess I've been dreading. Not because it's a remake of a Malayalam hit. This one's called Velli Monga. Most of our remakes miss out on whatever made the original worth watching. And it's not because of the comedy scenes, like the one in which a man gifts a girl an iPad only to see her use it as a kind of plate to shape doughs for vadas of all things. My fear was that someone would ask me what film I'd be reviewing this week, and I'd have to find a way to not look terribly embarrassed as I mumbled, Muthina Kathirikka. I mean, was this film made in Kodambakam or Kottawal Chavadi? Sundar C plays the titular vegetable. The name is a reference to this 40-something man who never married and is still looking for a girl who's 25 years or younger. According to him, if a woman isn't married by then, something's wrong with her. The heroine named Maya is Poonam Bajwa, but it's more interesting to note the actress who plays her mother. That's Kiran Rathod. This isn't just about the resemblance. They both look vaguely vacuous in that blubbery, what is a gym way so beloved by Tamil and Telugu audiences. This is about the fact that Kiran Rathod, who's 35 years old now, is in Kollywood what a Muthina Kathirikka would be in Kottawal Chavadi. For the record, Sundar C is 48. Anyway, I guess I'm not talking much about the film itself. Frankly, there isn't much to talk about. A few scattered laughs maybe. The story is about Muthapandi, the Sundar C character, who wants to become a politician. He also wants to marry Maya, despite the fact that he went to school with Maya's mother and had a crush on her. I mean, how creepy is that? Watching this film after Enakku Innoru Irukku was an exercise in deja vu. More cuckolded husband comedy, more VTV Ganesh, more Yogi Babu, more appropriation from Ilayaraja. And when a man says the married woman he's assumed to be having an affair with is like his sister, we hear on the Vanatappola from Chinna Counter, which doesn't even make much sense. But then very little in this film does.
தலைவா ஜம்முன்னு ஒரு லவர் வருது. உண்மையிலே சொல்றேன், பொண்ணோட அம்மா தான் சூப்பரா இருக்கு.